frieze is from the west front of the altar of Pergamon, and it is called Athena Attacking the Giants. It's made of marble and is from around 166 to 159 BC.
It features Athena beating to his knees the winged monster Alkinoos and the winged goddess of victory about to crown Athena victorious. So Ruthie, what can you tell me about the lines in this frieze?
Well, there are many curved lines and many straight lines. We can see that the curved lines occur most on the bodies of the humans. For example, Alkinoos' muscles are very curved, and the arm on Athena is very curved. We also see it on the winged victory. The clothing, however, has a lot of straight lines that go through, and this kind of shows a contrast between the natural state of man and the human-made goods of clothes that the gods are wearing.
What can you tell me about the hair?
Well, the hair is quite interesting. We haven't really seen hair like this yet. It's very snake-like, which is also interesting because over on our left we see this curly snake that looks almost like a giant blown-up version of this hair. Snakes are normally portrayed as monsters and evil, so seeing as Athena is the goddess, the gods are good, and she's crushing this evil, snake-like man with the snake hair, and the woman also has the snake hair, which could portray evil as well. What can you tell me about the movement in this frieze?
Well, Athena is moving diagonally, has her body positioned diagonally going this way, and Alkinoos has his body diagonally this way, which creates a movement of moving apart. And also, the winged victory and the other goddess are also somewhat moving toward and away from Athena, creating this movement of separation. You can see the movement on their garments with the way the lines are diagonal, contrasting with the way their legs are underneath. The whole movement adds to the busyness of the scene. There isn't a spot on this marble where space isn't being filled, whether it's with wings in the background or garments, so it adds a really busy feel to the whole thing. The wings in the background meet at with Athena's head in the middle, creating nice symmetry between the two sides of the frieze. Yet with all this busyness, there's still a balance between the movement. Like I said earlier, with the movement of winged victory going this way, this giant goddess or giantess moving this way, and Athena moving this way while Alkinoos is moving this way.
So is this similar to any of the other Greek art we've seen?
Well, as a matter of fact, it is quite similar to the Doryphorus created by Polykleitos. Perfect. Now, the Doryphorus has this idealized human body with really exaggerated muscular figure. Just look at the hips and the muscles on the arm, they're giant. The leg muscles. It's interesting how the idealized human body, which they thought was perfection in the Greek culture, is being crushed by Athena. However, we see that the gods are far above the humans, even in the way that the man is being, Alkinoos is being crushed by Athena and is lower than her in this picture. In the Egyptian culture, we also see in the hieratic scale that the gods are far bigger than the humans, and this almost looks like Athena's bigger because he's so far down. Similar to Alkinoos' perfected body, we have the perfect circle, which the Greeks really treasured, and it shows the perfection of the shield, which Athena is holding as a goddess.
Emotion is common in Hellenistic art. Often you can see extreme expressions of anguish, distress, and fear, as you can see in the face of Alkinoos and in the face of this giantess down here. You can tell he is in distress by the way his forearm is clutching onto Athena's forearm. And also, the snake is wrapping itself dramatically around the body of Alcinous, which adds to the fear and the anguish in his face. This giantess has her hand up, or arm up, as she's pleading for Athena to help her or save her or have mercy on her. In contrast with the anguish and fear on the giantess' monstrous faces, we have the triumphant, victorious position of Victory, who, even though her face is gone, we can see she is upright and her arms are up, about to crown Athena in a very triumphant and glorious state.
So, Ruthie, how would you feel if you were walking up to the shrine of Pergamon as a Greek citizen?
Well, I feel like I would empathize with these two figures as they are the humans, and I think it would bring out a realization of the gods' importance and my need to supplicate them as this monster is doing, and just showing that the gods are above us and that we need to honor them and realize their power.
How does this frieze make you feel, Liz?
Well, it makes me feel sort of suspenseful with the two giants almost about to be crushed, and winged Victor here about to crown Athena. Also, it gives a feeling of grace as the giants are being crushed. It's almost like you could watch it in slow motion. This frieze is just one instance of the beauty of Greek we see in many other Greek